General rule of thumb, don't approach people on a bus.
We have been hanging out since we were 3 years old, and I'm 53 now.
Like we're happy. We're happy, but she's very honest.
Tell me, what do you think is one stereotype about Swedes that's particularly true?
Most people are very tall, I guess. I went on like a trip to a different country and they knew I was from Sweden before I told them, and they said it was because I was so tall. And I don't, like,
You're pretty tall.
Compared to I'm not tall. I've always felt like short.
We like to queue
Why is that?
because it's fair and orderly.
That every Swede eats meatballs every day.
That's true.
And cinnamon buns as fika.
How many fikas have you had today?
I'm searching for one right now.
We don't like conflicts.
Yeah, that's
We don't
true.
like
That's true.
We
That's
like to
100%
drink
true.
a lot.
Yeah. Yes, that we drink a lot.
Do you drink a lot?
Not me,
Other people.
other people, other Swedes.
Why do you think Swedish people drink so much?
I think they need to drink to open up, to be brave.
The Swedish thing is that we drink everything on the weekends.
And why is that?
Great question.
I mean, I've always thought that it has to do with us being reserved. So we need alcohol to talk, and usually you're free on the weekends, and that's why you drink a lot.
Do you feel the same about yourself, or you can talk to people even if you're not drinking?
Yes, I can.
You can talk to people. You're
But
talking
I'm,
to me.
But I'm very shy right now.
That we're very introverted. That's very true.
That's very true.
Yeah, and that we're mean is wrong, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
why do people think you're mean?
Because we're quiet. We don't typically go outside our friend group, but if you start talking to us, we will talk to you back.
Probably that we are rather cold and not very inviting, and it takes time to get to know us, I think.
But you were quick to stop when I said you want to do an interview. Why is that?
That's a stereotype. It's not correct at all levels.
We like to be alone.
Yeah, we don't like to talk to other people.
We like to keep our distance from you.
Bye. Do you think there's a reason for that?
I don't know. We just like our own
It's
space.
our culture,
Yeah.
I think.
I would say that the most true is about us being afraid of approaching people. Our initial state is not to approach other people, and that we feel fear when other people approach us and ask questions or get close to us in a bus stop or sit next to us on the bus.
General rule of thumb, don't approach people on a bus, because then they're gonna feel like they're in the center and everyone around is listening, and then they're gonna tense up even more.
I think Swedish people like to be like in their zone. For example, in the bus, like sit alone and have a bag beside you so nobody else can sit there. But I think that's pretty boring. I like to talk with other people and see other cultures.
If there's a seat open next to a person on this train or the tram, you won't take that.
Usually, definitely.
Do you guys like that or hate that about the culture here?
I dislike it.
Yeah.
In general, I would say most people feel like their first response, if you approach them, a stranger, is, what do you want from me? With a suspect feeling. Yeah, this suspicion. Yeah.
I think that we are somewhat shy. It tends to take some time for us to let someone in, I think. So
Do you know why that might be?
not a single clue. It has something to do with the water, I'm sure.
That they might be a little stiff, not talk to strangers that much.
Do you find that's true about yourself as well?
I guess so.
But you
I
just
guess I have
stopped.
to.
You just stopped and you hesitated, but you came back. So
Well, yes, because you kind of caught me there.
so I think you have to initiate more with the Swedish people, right? To get
Yes,
them
I
to talk
think
to
so
you.
too.
So the more secure you are in yourself, the more you will open them up.
Or scare them away.
There's always that scenario. Yeah.
Swedish people are very, we say, lagom. How do you say that in English?
I'd say like balance.
Mellow.
You can't be too much and can't be too little.
Last week, I sat on the train from Gävle to Örebro, and then I met a Canadian, and we started talking. And I mean, those moments are amazing.
So if I were to sit next to you and say, "Oh, I like your shirt," you would like that?
Definitely.
Okay.
And the conversation would probably start.
If I say, "Oh my God, I love your shirt," what is your feeling?
At first I would say I would be very happy, but it would be strange. When I go to work, we stand completely silent in the elevator, even though we work together. So we just don't talk. But I would love it if people did. It's just no one does.
So for example, if we were in an elevator and I started saying, "Oh my God, I love your dress," how would that make you feel?
Probably okay, because I'm an extrovert, so yeah.
Me too, but I think other people would like
Okay, thank you.
Sweden is a very individualized country. We have like a good welfare system, so we're not dependent on other people. I mean, we have the most single households in entire Europe, I think.
Too much single.
Yeah. No, but we have good salaries, the housing is decent, we can afford to live by ourselves, and we're not dependent on family and so on.
What is one stereotype that you don't particularly agree with when it comes to Swedish people?
Oh, I would probably say everything is true. Though.
Nothing is incorrect.
No, maybe tall and blonde. Not everyone is tall and blonde.
Is this your natural color?
Yeah.
I don't agree with the tall and blonde.
Okay, but you're tall.
Yes, and I used to be blonde. Not anymore.
There's one myth that a lot of Swedish people eat surströmming, herring. Yes.
You don't eat herring.
No, I never tried it actually. But I know it's more common in North Sweden.
So you like food because all of your stereotypes are about food, I can tell.
But,
or you're hungry.
I mean, a lot of culture comes from food. You meet your friends and family when you eat, and it's a social thing.
Swedish people being rich. We are rich as a population, but we all, of course, have different parts in Sweden where people live and they are not rich at all and they don't get anything from like the state and so on.
I mean, relatively speaking, we're pretty rich, right? Especially considering we don't have to save money for education and crisis stuff. So that's true, even though we feel poor.
Why do you feel poor?
No, because I don't have any money, but I don't really need it because I'm Swedish. The government shall provide.
Everyone thinks we're really happy, I feel like, and that's so maybe that's the one thing that's not like we're happy.
We're happy, but
no.
like this girl.
No.
She's very honest.
The front is happy, but I don't know, like, I think we have a lot of mental illness in this country.
Considering the welfare we have and like the general state of the country, which is relatively great, right? We're quite depressed, I think. But then again, if you look at suicide statistics, I think we're way beneath like countries where life is hard.
Sweden is really dark during winter. That really makes people not happy.
That's why my shirt says, Swedes don't call us happy, we're perfectly miserable.
Exactly.
It's 2 sizes
exactly.
too big.
In the winter, I just look down, go home.
Hibernate.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the sun comes out, everyone is more approachable, including me, unfortunately.
So that's interesting that Swedes say they're very happy as people, but then like the 8 months is like...
It really is like that. If you would have asked me in November, I don't think I would have said that we are a very happy people. No.
I'll message you.
We'll meet in November again.
I would say we're kind of depressed, a lot of us.
I mean,
Yeah?
I don't know.
You don't.
Know.
No. There are a lot of happy Swedes too, especially during the weekends.
And the summer.
And the summer.
When autumn and winter is coming, then we like going into our homes and disappear.
Hibernating.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we have a thing called winter depression in Sweden. Everyone maybe has that, but in Sweden I feel like...
So you say you're happy, but then 8 months of the year you have winter depression. So that leaves 4 months of the year when you're not.
8 months?
8 months.
No.
Too much. Maybe 4 months of depression.
Okay, 4 months of depression out of 12. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess.
Exactly.
That's very positive. Where did you meet your friends?
From school, probably,
from school.
and work. Yeah.
Do you still keep meeting people and making friends, or you have your group of friends?
I have my group. I work a lot, probably. I don't have time to make new friends.
My core team, we have been hanging out since we were 3 years old, and I'm 53 now, so it is still the same gang, so it's kind of amazing, really, because you don't have to develop, you don't have to be an interesting person, you can just rely on the old crew, so that's really good.
Because that was my next question. I was thinking, okay, from 3 years old, there is some sort of progression towards 53 where you do change a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Just a little bit, but...
It's like an orchestrated event every time we meet, because you know that Jakob will be pissed at Henrik, and Henrik will start arguing about the rules of the soccer game, and it is the same every time.
I love it.
Yeah, really good. No development at all.
Do you find that Sweden is a hard place to make friends then?
No, not really.
How do you two know each other?
We know each other from way back.
Yeah.
I was actually dating her brother. And then he dumped me, but I got her. So I'm happy.
You feel genuinely like content with your life?
I do.
Yeah? Okay, what makes you feel that way?
No, I don't know. I just have a good life. I enjoy my job, I enjoy my family, I enjoy my friends. I have a lot of hobbies that fulfills me. I think I'm in a pretty good place.